And we have Ripple getting ready for the IPO. And I told you they're setting up to be a bank. They have custody. They can move CBDCs, cross-border payments. Ripple is what you want to be invested in. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Let's get into the video.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So like I told you, I definitely see a big pullback in the first quarter. Then the master magician set up a distraction so the Fed can cut rates, and then we move up. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin pulling back slightly, but we have Ethereum moving on up. And altcoins flat. And guys, we had all this drama yesterday with the SEC fake news. Spot Bitcoin ETF approved. And then all of a sudden it's not approved because the account was hacked. And we had market volatility over $230 million liquidated. And guys, we know this is all part of the plan. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now pulling back slightly as we see the stock market is flat. We have the dollar pulling back. We have volume in crypto slightly down. We have Tether, USDC, and TUSD. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $676 billion. And you may ask yourself, was the SEC approve of a Bitcoin ETF on Twitter all a setup? And we know it was, guys, because we have proof. Now we have the U.S. Senator seeks Gary Gensler report on the X breach. And we know anytime the politicians are coming in on something this simple, because the SEC could have easily came back yesterday and stated whether it was approved or not approved. You have less than 24 hours. You already know whether you're going to approve it or not approve it. And then on the same Twitter account, the message was deleted, and then another tweet came behind that. And even though X say that it was compromised, we know that's not the truth, guys. You're watching a movie. It's all drama because they said a phone was compromised. That means if a phone was compromised, that means you have the phone number. That means you know who it belongs to. And after that message came out, you could have clearly stated yes or no. Okay, since this is out, I want to make sure no market manipulation, yes or no. And then we have the SEC says they'll be working with law enforcement. And we know the Alphabet Boys is right along with the SEC. Just like I stated, guys, you're watching a movie. Don't forget, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sending about $36 billion. And we have Bitcoin Futures ETF Pro Shares, BITO, reaches all-time high over $2 billion in assets. And remember, guys, this is a futures product. Now we have BitGo gains in principle approval for MPI license in Singapore. Also, we have Arthur Haynes joins the centralized AI platform Retro. And guys, we know AI is going to be embedded in everything. CES 2024 is out. Please go check it out. I may do a little small video on it, but you get a small glimpse of the technology that's sitting behind the curtain. Now we have Cosmos developer proposes reducing Atom's inflation rate, and they want to bring it down to 0. Now we have Apple India blocks Binance and 9 other crypto exchanges weeks after FIU notice. And India has over 31 registered crypto exchanges. So the big ones that we know get banned, but they have smaller crypto exchanges inside the country. And remember, guys, they have over 1 billion people, and they're moving their own stable coins and CBDCs. Remember, the emerging markets, especially India and China, are leading the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have Fox Corp launches Polygon-based blockchain platform to address AI firms' use of content. And lastly, guys, we have Bitcoin ETF approval rehearsal, favorites sell the news reaction. And remember, guys, this is all an algorithm. If you were watching the price, of course, we were leading up. The price was moving up before any news came out. As the news came out, Bitcoin started to drop. Then we heard it was fake news. Then Bitcoin started to move back up, which made no sense whatsoever. Remember, guys, this is all ran by an algorithm, stocks and cryptos. But today at around 4 or 5, they said that they will disclose whether a Bitcoin ETF is approved or not. Either way, after yesterday, someone needs to go to jail. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.